guys, thanks for stopping by. My name's Matt and I run the YouTube channel Tennessee Adventures. Today I'm going to be talking about the Minelab Equinox 800, and the reason I decided to choose this machine over the 600, there is a $200 difference as far as price range goes, but you are also getting a bunch of advanced settings. Use your profiles, you can save them. It comes with wireless headphones and it runs, it's got more frequencies on it. So I'll kind of explain different things it has on it, and we'll kind of go through the menu and I'll show you guys different settings and what you should look forward to if you grab the Equinox 800. And I will do a couple different tests to show you the depth on the Equinox 800. So let's see if we can find out about the machine. We'll see you here in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so this is the Minelab Equinox 800. You have a lot of different buttons on the front of this. You're going to have your power button right here. This is going to be your backlight. You have different options to change the settings to low to high. You've also got your Bluetooth button that connects to your headphones of your Bluetooth choice. This is your user profile, and that saves the settings. Right here you've got your sensitivity. You can go backwards or forward and it goes from 0 to 25. This right here is gonna change, this one right here is gonna be your different modes, so you can switch between Park 1, Park 2, Field 1, Field 2, Beach 1, Beach 2, and then you also have 2 gold prospecting modes. This one right here is gonna be your all metal mode. You've also got pinpoint button right here. This one is to scroll through your different frequencies. And then this is your accept and reject button. So let's see what else the machine does. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how the machine works. Don't mind this right here. I didn't have any more of the English screen protectors that come in the box. I use them, so it's in Russian, but this is how you turn on the machine. This red button over here, my index finger, I'm going to hold it for a couple seconds, and it's going to cycle the machine on. Alright, just like that. So right now it is in Park 2, and like I said, you can switch through your modes, and I'll kind of explain to you what they are. So this one right here, that's the button to switch through your cycle modes, and it's got different things you can do like park and stuff. So this is going to be Park 1. That'll switch to Park 2. This one right here is going to be Field 1. That one's going to be Field 2, and you can see in the numbers up here how they change. Each setting is different. Okay, you're going to go to that one. That's going to take you to Beach 1. Hit the button again, takes you to Beach 2. You take it to that one right there. It's going to take you to Gold Prospecting 1. And there is Gold Prospecting 2. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to show you the buttons, how they work. You've got, like I said, the power button right here. And this is going to be your backlight. And you'll see when I push it, it turns the light. It's really, really bright. I don't use it most of the time. Push it again, makes it a little bit dimmer. Push it again, that's like the lowest setting, and then when you push that again, it will cycle it off. And then right over here, you have your Bluetooth button for your headset. And all I gotta do is push that on. You'll see the little Bluetooth. It's searching for my headphones. As soon as you have that on and you turn the machine on, all you gotta do is hold the button down on your wireless headphones for a little bit, and it will actually connect to that. So I'll go ahead and shut that off since I'm not using it. This one right here is your user profile. And I've got a certain profile for mine. You can see a whole bunch of this stuff is notched out. That's because I'm looking specifically for nickels and high tones all the way up to quarters and dollars and silver. So I'll just go ahead and turn that back off, and then we'll look at the other buttons we got here. Alright, so right here is going to be your sensitivity button. Like I said, it goes all the way down to 0, or 1, excuse me. And you can go all the way up to 25. 1 being the lowest sensitivity, and then 5 is going to be your highest sensitivity. Usually when I'm using my detector, I run it at 20 to 22. I'll just run 20 today. And then right here is going to be your accept and reject button, and you use that when you want to do like certain settings. That right there is going to be your all metal mode. Push it again and go back to the previous one that you saved. This is going to be your pinpoint mode right here. Push that. And just push it again to go off. And then right now the machine starts off in multi-frequency, so it's constantly running a whole bunch of different frequencies at the same time. And to change that, you can actually push the button, excuse me. You can go to 5 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz, 15 kilohertz, 20 kilohertz, 40 kilohertz, and then multi. So the cool thing about multi, like I said, it runs a whole bunch of different ones at the same time, but right here, if you're looking for big silver and silver itself, 5 kilohertz is the best thing to run when you're looking for silver. Now, if you take it all the way up to 40, that's for like fine gold and your gold pieces, that's like the best thing you can use on that. So let's see what else we got. All right, so in this one, we're gonna show you the setting where you go to this one right here, and that is basically auto noise cancel. And what it does is when you're in areas with high EMI noises, such as power lines and telephone poles, or you're around other machines that are real chattery, you want to use this right here. So you just kind of want to hold your coil up, and you're going to hit the accept reject button, and it's going to cycle through for you. So now, since I've done that, you can hit the pinpoint to exit that, and it basically has canceled all the unwanted noise around your detector. Alright, so other setting we're going to go to next is going to be your ground balance. And you can basically take it all the way down to 0 if you want. I usually run it on 0. You'd use this more for high mineralized soil that you could be detecting in, but it's pretty simple. You just make sure there's nothing there in the ground, and you can hold this button down, and what you're going to do is you're going to pump the coil. Okay, so it's ground balanced to 38, so that's kind of what it's showing the soil is. And if you want, you could always just push the accept reject button, and right there in the corner where you see that squiggly line right there, that's automatic ground balance, so it's continuously doing it in the background while you're searching. Alright, so the next video is going to be, we're going to scroll over here. This one's going to be your volume button. So you can just hold that down and take it all the way down to 0, and the top one it goes to is 25. Okay, and like I said, if you're done with your settings, you can always push the pinpoint button, and it'll exit out to the main menu, but you could always just push the settings button again, and it'll go straight back to the menu you were at previously. Alright, next one right here is going to be your threshold. And this one you can go all the way up, and you'll hear a humming noise. It's a constant humming noise in the background. Now I've noticed in this setting right here, you can use it in the gold prospecting modes, and that helps you hit really deep targets. I don't use it a lot, but it's also in your manual, and it'll kind of explain to you how you use it at the threshold. So I usually run that down at 0. Like I said, gold prospecting mode, I'll leave the humming on just a little bit so I can hear it. Okay, now the next one right here is your tones. And I usually run mine at 5. It goes to 50, 5, 2, and 1. And I usually run it in 5. So that's just basically the amount of tones that you want to receive through your detector while you're detecting. Alright, next one right here is going to be your accept and reject button. So say for instance you don't want to dig anything that's 0 to 7 can be in the foil range. You're going to push your plus button and hit accept and reject. And you see that it's going to notch all these different bars out like that. So if you're not looking to dig foil and some of the smaller things, you could be missing gold, but I usually try to run this open. Unless I am out doing like silver hunting, I'll run this up anywhere from like 10 all the way up to, I believe it goes to 40. So we'll take that back down and just push that, and you'll see them start filling back in again. And that's another cool thing with the user profile that we have here. If you want a specific setting that you want when you're out detecting, you can actually click out of that, and you can hold this user button right here, hold it down for a couple seconds, and you'll hear it do a beep. And go out of here fast, turn the volume up. Okay, and hold that, and you'll hear it's like a tone, and it's saving it. So now whatever you wanted to keep notched out, it will save that. When you turn your machine off and turn it back on, it will actually go back to the setting that you saved. So that's real handy. And this one right here is going to be your recovery speed. I'll show you guys that here in a little bit how it works, but recovery speed is basically how fast you want it to pick up multiple objects or the single object that you were trying to detect. So 1, you're going to get more depth on it, and the more you raise it, it goes up to 8, and that's super fast. So okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about are your advanced settings, and the advanced settings only come on the Equinox 800, not the 600. let's see what we got here. So we're gonna go back to our menu again, and right here, that's gonna be the auto ground cancel, or the balances. That one is not gonna have it. Usually you hold the setting button down and it'll go back, but that one doesn't have one. This one right here, oh. I gotta hit it again, I'm sorry. I actually hit the accept reject button. So on this one right here, you're gonna basically hold it to. That doesn't have a setting, go in your advanced settings. So you're gonna go now to your volume button. The cool thing about the volume button is you have your advanced settings in it. When you hold that down, you're gonna see that it switches to a different screen. So inside each one of these settings, the ones that you can change have 2 different settings. So the cool thing about this right here is you can actually cycle through the objects that you want to hear. So if you have this in iron, you can control the volume. If you want your iron to be low or high, you can hit that. That goes up more towards like more stuff. I believe it's 0 to 9 or 10. And like I said, you can change the volume. And when you hit it again, that'll take you up into like your coins and stuff like that. So if you want to hear like a nickel or a penny really loud, you can turn the volume up. And all you got to do is push the minus and plus buttons to make it super loud or super quiet. And it's the same thing when you get up to like your silver range, like the dimes and pennies and dollars. You just hit that and it just cycles through. So I usually leave these right here on the highest volume. These other ones I leave them low, but anything up in the high conductivity, I leave those high. So we'll go back right there and we're going to the volume. So we're okay guys, so the next one we're doing is the threshold right here. And when you go to your advanced settings, you can actually change the tone of how your threshold sounds. So let's just show you the difference. So let's switch back over to the threshold. And we're gonna turn this up. I got a couple bugs on me, so they're flying all over me. So listen to this. So you hear it? Check this out. So that's a cool thing about the threshold. You can actually change what the sound sounds like. You can have it a low hum or a really high hum. So that's all up to you and your preference. Okay, so the next one that we're gonna go into, this is gonna be your tones. And like you do on the other ones, you hold this button down and you're gonna have all your different things. So it's pretty much the same like the volume. You can change your tone. So I usually do 25 on mine. That's really, really, really high pitched. So you get like a really loud tone. And usually I do that for like my change and stuff like that. So when I'm, you know, detecting and I hit something real deep in the dirt, I know that I can hear it and it's gonna be high pitched. So I'm pretty sure it's usually something good. So you can just adjust all those that you want. And they all have different tones. So you can cycle from 0 to 25. So that's real helpful, and that's what I like about the advanced settings. So pretty neat. All right, so for the next setting, you have your recovery speed, and on the recovery speed you just hold the menu button down where the settings is and it will switch to your iron bias. So this right here helps with hearing the iron better, or you can completely cancel out the iron so you don't hear any iron at all while you are detecting. So like in the manual it says you have different settings, so it'll kind of explain to you a little bit better. I usually run mine at like 2 so I can hear it and not hear it so it doesn't interfere too much with what I'm trying to detect. Alright, so the next setting that we have, we're going to go back to our accept and reject button. And we were talking about this earlier, you can actually notch out certain things individually by pushing the accept and the reject button to cancel them out. So the cool thing about the advanced setting on this one, let me go back right there, if you hold it down, it's going to switch. So you're going to have 0 to whatever it goes to, and instead of individually doing, you can just do them in this menu and cancel them out so you don't hear nothing. So if you don't want to hear anything from 10 all the way up to, you know, wherever you want to go, 15, 16, you can hit that button, advanced settings. It'll basically just cancel it out. You won't hear nothing from that range instead of having to individually do them on the other screen. So that's pretty handy. Okay, so a cool little thing, if you guys ever want to do a factory preset, if something goes wrong or you want to change all your settings, all you got to do is hold the button down for a little bit. Okay, now the machine has factory preseted itself, so it's gone all the way back to, everything's back to standard mode. So that's pretty unique to have if you want to change any of your settings. Now, kind of giving you a rough idea what the Equinox 800 looks like. I do have the 11-inch coil. You can get the 6-inch coil or the 15-inch coil, and you can get those separate. Kind of show you what the back looks like. So here's the back right here. Right here you got your charging point, and then right here is where your cord hooks up to the detector to go to the unit, and then this right here is for headphones to connect it. The cool thing about the Equinox 800 is it comes with an adapter where you can actually plug headphones into the adapter and you don't have to have it in front of your machine, so that's pretty cool. This is waterproof machine, so you don't have to worry about getting it wet or anything like that and it messing it up. Just always make sure on the back that you have this nice and tightened up right here so you don't get any water under the machine. Hey guys, so we've had a quick little run through on settings, how they work, and I've kind of shown you how to do certain things and what the Equinox 800 does. Right now we're going to get a couple coins and kind of show you the settings, how they work. So we'll see you here in a little bit. Alright guys, so for this thing I'm going to kind of show you. I laid a watch down, I've got an old makeup compact, I got a buffalo nickel, and I've got 4 mercury dimes, and those are made of silver. So I'm going to kind of show you how the recovery speed works on this. So we're going to go back to our recovering speed setting. Okay, now we're going to go down to 0 and we're going to show you kind of how this works right here. We'll leave it on 20, so check this out. And you can hear that it's really slow when you go over it. So now if you want to adjust that, take it to 5, you'll hear the difference. Check this out. And I have 7 different items on here, guys, so check this out, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now if you want a real high, check this out. This is pretty neat. You'll hear how fast it goes through each one of these. So that's a really cool thing about the recovery speed. You can do it as fast as you want to differentiate all the different items. So pretty cool. Okay, so just giving you guys an idea how the notch works. I've laid a silver mercury dime down there and I've canceled this out. So look at this. You can completely cancel it out and you won't be able to find it. So I mean, it depends on what you're trying to find. As far as metal detecting goes, you can notch pretty much anything out you want. So if you don't want to dig any iron, you can do that. If you want to do all metal mode and hear everything, you can do that. Now look at. So I mean, it's all pretty much the same. So just a cool little tip to help you guys if you want to notch anything out. You have the advanced settings and you can change all that up. So hope that little tip helped you guys out. Alright guys, so showing you the box, what it comes in. It's got some really informative stuff on the box. These are the headphones that come with it, and they're wireless, very soft, and the cushions are really nice, and they don't hurt your head. I mean, me, honestly, they don't seem to irritate my ears or anything. And they're also adjustable up here. You can go short to high, depending on the size of your head. And here's the back of the box. You guys kind of get an idea what it looks like. And it basically just talks about the information on the product, simultaneous multi-frequency, waterproof design that is 3 meters to 10 feet. It's sleek and lightweight. It's got high speed wireless audio, and that's for WM8, or if you use the Bluetooth aptX low latency headphones, it's extremely fast. So when you get a signal on the ground, it's automatically to your headphones. You got 8 custom search profiles. It's fast and accurate target ID. And it just pretty much, like I showed you guys in the video a little while ago, it's just got all the different things. I've explained pretty much everything to you guys on how that works. If you guys want to look it up, there's always more stuff online to help you do some research. And these are the things that come in the box. You get the shafts, you get your coil, you get the unit. You also get some screen protectors. You also get your charging USB cable. That's real easy. It just fits on the back of your detector and you just slide it off when it's done charging. You can also connect that to your laptop. And then also Minelab has come out with some updates for the Equinox series. So you can always check the software and it'll upload the newest stuff on your detector. And then it also does come with this module right here. If you happen to run out of batteries on your headphone, you can use this and you charge it up the same like you would these, and it uses that cord. And basically what you do is just charge it up, and you get just any pair of headphones, and you connect it into this little slot right here, and it'll still be wireless, so you won't have the actual wire connected to the actual unit to the headphones that go this way. So it'll all just be pretty much like wireless, but you have a wired connection. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm trying to remember what the warranty is on this. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 years. It could be more. I've had this unit for a little bit, but for anybody that plans on buying the Minelab Equinox series, I hope this video was informative and it kind of helps you when you're out there in the field. So the best of luck to you guys, and happy huntings. Take care.